I'm overdue for some sketchbook tours. Turns out I have 4 sketchbooks that I've finished. I just finished this one today, but I've had these ones done since like September 2nd, September 5th, probably also early September. Oh no, October 20th. I don't even know if I should do these all in one. It might be a bit of a long video, but let's start. I'm going to anyway. We'll start in the order of when I started these. So we'll go with this little guy first. This is a Smalt watercolor sketch album. It's tiny. I don't even know. Maybe it's like 3 inches, 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. It's tiny. And I used this sketchbook as a bit of a warm-up when we would go outside and sit in the park, which we like to do in the summertime. And I started it on July the 10th, 2023. So every time I made a little sketch or painting in here, I wrote down the date and the location where I did it. So a lot of them I'm gonna know from looking at it, but anyway. So this sketchbook ranges from July 10th, 2023 to October 2024. So a good 2 seasons of plein air time. And you'll see I forgot how to paint when the season turns over from last year to this year. It's quite funny. I used the majority of the paint that I used in here is Roman Schmal watercolor. I have a landscape set that I got for my birthday in 2023, and so I really had fun playing with that last year. And these are like quick little, call them 5-10 minute paintings before I would do something in another sketchbook. These ones I did camping. I have a whole vlog, a whole camping vlog, where I show the process of painting these ones. I think these ones are probably the most beautiful. Not this one. It's my favorite, one of my favorite willow trees at the Music Garden Park in downtown Toronto. This one I remember using Inktense and trying to use Neocolor. Kind of a fail. But just fun little landscape paintings. I think this one is from early this year. Maybe that's when we switched over. I don't know. This is a single line drawing of some guy feeding pigeons. As soon as I started drawing him, he left the park. These are definitely this year now, because these are my Holbein watercolors. I know that much. I can tell by the pink. Yeah, Holbein and a pencil. This was Art Graph and the parallel pen, the Pilot parallel pen. The Art Graph was still wet when I went in with the pen, and I just think this is pretty cool. Very minimal. I think I did this one during my art date with Charlotta Hamilton and Stephanie Lucas. I have a whole day of that, which I'll link. This one was me testing out the new viewfinder thing that I got that's really, really handy. Most close crop there, same with this one. I think this is one of my favorites in here as well. This is a scene I have painted many a time at Coronation Park. And you can see fall is starting to set in here now this year, and I think that was, yeah, that was the last one. I still had one spread left, but we were not going to go outside again this year because, you know, we're in Toronto and it's cold. Throwing sketchbooks around. Yeah, but that was that's a fun little sketchbook, and I liked the act of having this little guy with me every time we went outside, and I knew that I could just do a quick little warm up in here, kind of get acquainted with wherever we were sitting. Very cool. So I said I'm going to do them in order from when I started them, right? So I guess we go to the big boy next. This is a Strathmore Mixed Media 500 series. Yes, Strathmore 500 series Mixed Media sketchbook. I'm sure I'm not the only one who was influenced by Lee Alexson at the time. I bought 3 of these sketchbooks on a deal at Michael's. I don't know that I will buy one again. It's great, but I think I will move on. Art Hang Party stickers are my Art Hang Party. I think those are the only stickers that I have on here. Oh, okay. This is it's been so long since I've looked at the beginning of this sketchbook. This is probably the longest it's taken me to finish a sketchbook. It's almost an entire year, so it sat neglected for a long time. I started the sketchbook with the intention of using it to complete Wendy McNaughton Draw Together's 30-day drawing habit that she did over on Substack. I signed up for a month of her Substack to get all of the prompts, and I did some. This is day 1. Day 2, some sort of doodle thing. Day 3, some sort of maze thing. I don't remember half of these. Yeah, there's reasons behind everything. I said this day was too hard. My grandma doll. Delight, something that delights you. Oh, this was a fun day. These were like books that represent you, so they're all made up books. But yeah, fun. I didn't write down, I should have written down like what the purpose of these were, and then that's the end of it. That's the end of it. That was how far I got. I got to day 9 of the 30-day. Maybe in January I'll pick it back up again, but probably not. This is a background that I made for a self-portrait that I put together for my website and stuff. Pretty cute single line drawing, only using these 3 colors to color it in. So I went from February 14th, I think, to March 30th was the next time I used this sketchbook, and then May 11th. Single line drawings, testing out platinum carbon ink in a Lamy Safari pen. It's very nice. This is a single line drawing from a photo that we took in Japan last time we were there, and here I was testing out the waterproofness of this carbon ink, and so immediately I added paint over the pen and it smeared quite badly, and then here I waited about 20 minutes and it's pretty solid, so good waterproof ink, the platinum carbon ink. These are master studies from Maud Lewis. I think this is Higgins ink. This is definitely Higgins drawing ink. It doesn't matter. This is a master study of Maud Lewis, Fishing Schooner in the Bay of Fundy was the original painting, and then this is another one of hers that I did using some cheap oil pastels. This I did during a Discord art hang. based on a picture that I took at the Toronto Music Garden using Holbein watercolors. This was a bit of a breakthrough painting for me this year, I think. And then these are some figures that I think Zan shared for us to draw from. It was quite fun just letting watercolor do watercolor things. This is a piece inspired by Mel Chadwick. She put out a video on her YouTube channel where she did something very similar to this, drawing over a pre-blobbed background, and she did it based on I think Cornish wildflowers, and so I was like, I live in Ontario, I'm gonna do Ontario wildflowers, so did that. And then this prompted, I don't know if it's in here, I don't think so, an art hang party where we did some mushrooms like that, and some, oh my gosh, coral. Coral. And then we jumped to September. I didn't use it, I think that last one was May. Yeah, and then September. And this I did from an Anmar Wynn workshop that I signed up for. How she uses like ink and watercolor, which is very nice. So putting the watercolor down first and then adding just like the essential lines of ink over top. It's very nice. This day I wanted to draw some fruits and vegetables. I pulled up the Trader Joe website for whatever reason and drew some veggies, colored them in very loosely. I think I used Inktense paints for these. This was an art hang party. The theme was ball gowns, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I used the Pilot Parallel pen, which is a super like flat, wide pen. Like, it's just fun. Super juicy, but you can get a lot of variations in line width and weight. And then I just used very slight bits of color, Inktense pencils, and then a little acrylic ink, I think, for the fluorescent pink. This session was surprisingly good. I really enjoyed it. I don't often draw a lot of fashion, but yeah, I quite enjoyed getting a little stylistic. This, I think, is my favorite one. And then we finished with some single line drawings. This is a Scribble Brigade session with Sophie McPike. I think this was a Patreon session, but it was pretty experimental. So she had us looking at just one reference for the whole session, and we drew it normally, so like this, but like nicer and like for a longer period of time. And then she had us cut it up and then piece it back together like this. So quite like a leap of faith, I would say, on that one. Then we did some single line blind contour drawings, some semi-blind contour drawings, some non-blind single line drawings. And then we looked at colors that we saw in the reference photo, and then we only used those colors to draw it again. So it was a really good exercise. Really good exercise. This painting I did based on a workshop from Gail Baker and Jennifer Orkin Lewis, who goes by August Wren on the internet. And it was their Italian fashion inspired workshop session. So good, so good. I love watching how they break down scenes and combine different references to build to their scene, and then the way that they paint. I mean, they paint differently from each other, but sort of similar in their approaches. And I've learned so much, and I've been having a lot of fun drawing in their style. We will come back to this. This is me trying to work out a new profile photo for myself for the socials and things, using Higgins drawing ink. And I went with this one, but I kind of digitally modified it a little bit, only in that I took my little eyeballs and moved them over a little bit so it looks like I'm looking that way. Yes, fun. This is me swatching, what am I swatching here? Ink, no, acrylic ink. It's just a refill. This is Art Graph stick, and then some new Turner acrylic gouache colors. And I did do a painting in here that I actually cut out and have framed of my niece and cousin. This was an art hang party session. This was Interiors Week, and I used acrylic gouache. These are all done in 5 minutes, so they're very fast, very color blocky, but pretty cute. And it was very fun to kind of paint so fast and furiously. Which brings us to today, where I finished the sketchbook. So this was a free Draw Frenzy session, which is something that I co-host with Debbie Draws Funny. It's a live drawing session that we do on Zoom. So it's very nice. We get to like see and chat with each other and everybody else who shows up. And it's always free. We do it about once a month, so we will hopefully see you there. But the theme for this session was vintage sewing pattern fashions. So we were looking at the covers of like, what is it, Butterick and Vogue and all sorts of other pattern envelopes. You know, the sewing patterns come in envelopes. And so these were all the illustrations that were on the envelopes. And we had between 5 and 10 minutes to capture as many as we could from what was shown on screen. Let me come back here now. Yeah, some more. And then I was looking through for more kind of half-empty pages or whatever, and this page was just like paint. So I grabbed, I actually used this Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua dual marker. I would have liked to use the Sharpie brush pen, but mine's done. So that was the closest thing to black that I could find. And yeah, I just did some crazy negative space. It's like they're in a nightclub or something. Very fun. And then we've got some swatch pages. These are Gonzai Tombi granulating watercolors, which are so fun to use. When I'm finished my origami sketchbook, you will see a lot of those in use. And then swatching out some Turner acrylic gouache and yellow pan pastel. And a really disappointing Turner watercolor. These are some cheap dollar store paint sticks that I turned into rainbow markers. I have a video of me doing that, of like taking the paint sticks apart, putting them back together in rainbow fashion. It's so fun. I haven't used them in a while. I really should use them, but please go watch that video because it's one of my favorites that I've made this year, and I don't know that hardly anybody has seen it. So anyway, Sennelier watercolor swatches, just kind of reminding myself what those colors look like because I never used that set and I was really excited to get it. But for some reason I don't use it. I think it's just too much red. So much red. So that's that sketchbook. And we have 2 more. I think we can do this all in one. Next would be this sketchbook. What is this? Oh, yes. I participated in the 1 week, 100 people drawing challenge that was happening from March 11th to 15th. And I'm happy to say that I succeeded in it. And then this whole sketchbook is just people. So this is Jason Tatum, who plays on the Boston Celtics. Drew Holiday. These are single line drawings and then colored in with Inktense paint. O'Shea Brissett is no longer on the Celtics. Derek White. I don't see how we say that. Peyton Pritchard's on fire right now. Oh my gosh. If you're a basketball fan, you have to know about Peyton Pritchard right now. Skada, Kristaps Porzingis. They're so fun. I love drawing the Celtics. These next few I did drawing on a Twitch live stream while Ray was streaming. So my husband's a house music DJ and he streams on Twitch sometimes, not very much lately, but sometimes. And so I pulled up some pictures of all of our friends that we've met through Twitch and started drawing them live on stream. And it was really fun because they were, a lot of them were there watching and guessing who I was drawing and getting it right. So pretty fun. So all of these count as towards the 100 in the week. This is DJ Strobe, who does, as a kid, who does our music for Art Hang Party. These are just some ladies from Pinterest. More Pinterest photos, single line drawings. I love drawing people. This is my friend Mark and his cousin. He's so cute. Jessica's husband and son. People were sending me pictures at this time. That's me, Rosanna, our friend Vicky. And then this was from an art hang party where we drew hairstyles through the ages. That was a really fun one. I used a rainbow pencil. This sketchbook, by the way, this is when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It happened live on stream. It's so exciting. During the 80s mullet. This sketchbook is a Royal Talons. Is a Talons Art Creations. I don't know why I always say Royal Talons. It just says Talons Art Creations. Yeah, just the little like 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. This is my niece Lorelei, who I drew from life when she was over. Melanie Martinez, I think, and Taylor Swift. More friends here, and then some random guy from Pinterest to finish off. And I think that's the end of the 100. The 100 people. It's more Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, Derek White. I love drawing from their like fit outfits before the game when they're like walking in. They're so fun. Oh, and then I started doing, this is like my first single line portraits that I started doing. Sophie McPike, Kaylee, who's our Art Hang Party mod. Intergalactic Peach Patrol. I miss you, Peachy. Jessica. Elise and Paola. Although that's not Paola. Little Miss Joyness. And Addie Riz. Or 80 Riz. Melissa Jabby. Christine Pierce Tang. So many friends. That's Paola. Stephanie. Me. That was my profile picture for a while. My friend Susie, her boyfriend Matt, Kate and Annie. Oh, this was fun. This was a reunion game where Robert Williams, who used to play on the Celtics, and Malcolm Brogdon, who used to play on the Celtics, who now play for Portland, came back to play against the Celtics in Boston. And so this is just the cutest pictures. So I decided to draw them. I posted them on social like you do, and I tagged everybody, and Robert Williams actually messaged me saying he loved the pictures and was wondering if there's any way that he could buy them. And I said, I'm happy to send them to you, but he never got back to me, so they still live in my sketchbook. Teresa, Debbie Draws Funny, my sister and niece. I love drawing single line portraits. Let me draw you as a single line, please. I do offer commissions of them in my shop for $20. They make a lovely little gift. That's Ray. Oh, this was championship day. Photos from when the Boston Celtics won the NBA Cup. Is it the NBA Cup? Well, they won the whole year last year, so. Bravo. So cute. I need to draw them some more. I haven't drawn them in a while. And then just some people. Probably, yes, definitely from Pinterest. Yeah, some single line drawings, some people in the park. Simon's people. Oh, we took this to the air show. I took this to the air show. So these are people watching planes. Using Inktense pencils, these last few. And Art Graph Taylor Shape. So that's that one, filled with people. And then this one, last but not least, is Art Hang Party drawing sessions sketchbook that I started June 7th and finished September the 5th. Art Hang Party lino stamp that I made. This is from Sam Ashley Arts Open Studio warm-ups from her Lighthouses session, which was really nice. Sam has all the replays of her Zoom sessions on her YouTube channel and Substack that I think that you would really like to check out. This was a Scribble Brigade session with Sophie McPike. I used a rainbow pencil. Forget what the actual theme was, but it was pretty fun. Not anything I would usually draw. Another Scribble Brigade session. I think this one was where we saw the picture really super blurred, and we had to try to figure out what it was, and then we would see the actual photo and then draw from the actual photo. This one I had no idea, and still had no idea. This one I saw like dinosaurs, and then it was actually houses. That was actually really fun. That was a really fun sessions. I had pre-blobbed the backgrounds and then used Neocolors on top. This was the same, but here I used Sharpie markers. Less fun. I don't know what that is supposed to be. Again, I think this is the same theme, but here I used the cheap paint sticks over top of some pre-painted backgrounds. Sophie does a month-long theme, so she has 3 sessions with the same theme, so I sometimes like to change up my materials so it doesn't feel too same. This was an art hang party session where we drew makeup using Sharpie markers for these and a Uniball fine liner pen. I haven't used the Sharpie markers in a long time. I love the black Sharpie marker. And I wish I could just buy the black one because it's so nice just to use on its own. Yeah, these are nice. This was a art session with Sam Ashley Art, drawing some really beautiful Australian landscape photos. I have more from that session in another book when, like, these were just quick 1 and 2 minute warm-ups. This is from an art hang party session where we did butterflies. And I used a chunky 2B graphite crayon and then solid paint marker on the background over top of like swipes of yellow acrylic. I really enjoy these. I love the graphite crayon solid paint background. This, I think, was another Sam Ashley art session. Perhaps it was an art hang party. That might have been an art hang party. I don't think it was. I think it was a Sam Ashley. This was a Scribble Brigade session where we took notes from the picture, like from the reference photo first, and then we drew from our notes. I don't know why I only have one in here. We also did an art hang party like that. This is a Debbie Draws Funny Draw Weird Things live session, drawing medieval marginalia. Very unlike me to just use a pencil, but I'm just using a pencil here. I actually animated this guy. Oh, I'm using a pencil over top of pan pastel. I think I just bought the pan pastel and it was all broken. I got it for like $1.50, knowing it was broken. I ended up fixing it and like merging it back together, but I animated this guy in Procreate. He's pretty funny. Another Sam Ashley's open studio live Zoom session. This was a beautiful session. Yeah, go follow all these people. Another Weirdo Drawing Club with Debbie Draws Funny. Pre-art hang party warm-up, I said. Yeah, Deb always picks like the wackiest references. For these ones I use Sharpie markers. Another Sam Ashley Zoom session. These are the granulating watercolors that I was telling you about, and I like using them with the Inktense pencils, and I just think the combination of those two materials plus some Holbein watercolors is, I don't know, I love it. Scribble Brigade session. This was a random street view session, and the first reference the first like one that she stopped on was like 5 minutes from my house. So that was pretty fun. And because I mentioned that in her Discord, I actually met somebody who lives like just kind of around the corner from me, and we had an art date. So that was pretty fun. Steph. Hi, Steph, if you're watching. Just using limited color palettes. Another Debbie Draws Funny drawing session, using the graphite crayon and solid paint markers over top of pre-blobbed paint pages. So silly. Yeah, I love this effect. I think it's pretty good. And then I think this was a Scribble Brigade session here, and I was using the Art Graph Tailor Shape thing. Another Draw Weird Things with Debbie Draws Funny, a Beetlejuice theme. This is the black Sharpie marker that I was telling you about. It's so black and so matte. I just love it. So I really do need to find where I can just buy the black separately and get like 5 of them. And I think this ends the sketchbook. Oh no, we have an art hang party, a little bit of an art hang party in here. This was back to school week, where we drew movie, like back to like school themed movie drawings. And that is it. All right, I wasn't planning on doing 4 sketchbook tours in one tour, but there we go. There you have it. I think it's probably as long as a 1 sketchbook tour, so I think I moved through those pretty quickly, and yeah. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions about anything. I don't know how close I am to finishing up any other sketchbooks, but I should be pretty close to something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. And let me just tell you, on December 26th, Thursday, December 26th, will be our 100th Art Hang Party. If you don't know what Art Hang Party is a weekly live art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun that happens right here on YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, unless I'm on vacation. And yeah, every week we draw a different theme, and it's just really fun to get together with everybody. The Art Hang Party community is so lovely and growing, and it makes me so happy. And so we're going to celebrate the Art Hang Party community during our 100th session on the 26th of December. So if you would like to participate, in addition to coming to draw along with us, you can send me a picture that represents you. It can be a photo of you, it can be a photo of your favorite thing, you as a kid, your favorite flower, your favorite food, whatever, something that represents you. And then tell me how it represents you. And then also tell me a little bit about your thoughts and feelings on Art Hang Party or drawing sessions, drawing with other people, and what it means to you. And I will read everything out on stream while we are drawing your photo. And I think it's going to be really lovely. Just a good way to get to know each other a little bit better and celebrate each other. Yeah. So please join me for that. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of your support, your friendship, and everything. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.